And let's see what your person's really thinking as opposed to what they're telling everyone else. Okay, what they're really thinking about you is the Two of Cups. They're still in love with you. Two of Cups flew out. You're the soulmate. Okay, they miss you. Yeah, they'd love nothing more for you to see eye to eye again and reconcile. Okay, what are they telling other people, please? What are they telling other people? They're telling other people that they've got clarity in their life and they've moved on. Okay, that they've had a breakthrough and, they've realised the truth about your relationship. Basically, they're pretending that they've moved on, okay, and they've got these bright new ideas and that they're strong and, yeah. They're Eight of Wands. They're telling people that they've moved on, that it's over, okay. I feel it's to stop other people gossiping about your relationship. I just heard that. Other people to stop them gossiping about your relationship. But what they are telling other people is that they have moved on, they've got a clear head, they know what they're doing, they've made the right decision. They could have physically moved away from you with the Eight of Wands, okay? But that's not what they're really feeling. They're in the Two of Cups. So, they're pretending. Your ex is pretending. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups. They're looking at all their choices. They're not really settled where they are. They're as confused as hell. Confused as hell. They really are. Just like they're an actor, actress, whatever, they're putting on a real front here. They're putting on a real front. But they're dreaming about you, and wherever they are, they're not getting their emotional needs met. No, I didn't think they were. Five of Pentacles. They don't feel settled where they are, okay? I'll tell you that now. I know that. They're not settled. It's all a show. It's all an act. All right, Five of Pentacles. Spiritually, they feel empty. Okay, they feel empty without you. That they're looking at the choices they've got, but they're lying to other people about how they really feel about you. Okay, deep down they feel like the world is against them. All right, okay, let's see what else they'd like to say to you. Righty ho. We have got the Great Pretender here. Anyway, just while I shuffle these, welcome back. I hope you're all okay, wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, all your support, everything. I read all your comments and I do send you all my love if you're going through a tough time, and a big hug as well. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. If you're on a mobile, that'll take you through to the description box. Links to the website are in there. And if you want to check out the free relationship report as well. Oh dear, let's have a look. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. You know this person still loves you. Deep down. I think you know they still love you. Soul tie. That flew out like the Two of Cups. A very lively energy. It's a soul tie. I always feel connected to you. Yeah, they do. They're just lying through their teeth. I wonder why they're lying. What is to stop the gossip? They're trying to keep the peace somewhere, I feel. Guilty. They're lying as well because they feel guilty. Okay. They became very hot and cold with you. In and out. Indecisive. Before your relationship ended. 1 minute it seemed good, and then the next minute it was like flicking the light switch on, and they became, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, that kind of energy. All right. They do feel a lot of guilt. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. But I just feel that they're pretending it's to stop the gossip. If there was gossip on social media or lots of other people, well, sort of like when people start having their say. That's always a bit of a worry, isn't it? Because I feel that your person said things when your relationship broke down that they now regret, that they would have to backtrack on to come back to you. So the communication they had with these other people was one of, yes, I've made my mind up, I'm decisive, this is the truth. They also told, I'm hearing to say to you, to narrow it down, they told somebody that their truth was the truth, but it wasn't. And they're going to have to backtrack, you see. They're going to have to backtrack. But they do feel guilt, and it is the soul tie. Let's just have one more, please. One more, please. Gosh, I just feel someone's got themselves into a right hole here. Secrets, I haven't told you everything. Okay, let's have a look at that. What's this secrets about, please? What are the secrets about? Let's just dig a little bit there. Right. Okay. One more. Clarify that for me, please. Yeah, they haven't told you that they still love you. Okay. I think the secret they're keeping from you is that they want to cut and run from where they are. Okay, and I feel what they're going to do eventually is they will just come back in. Okay, they will just, I don't think they're going to have a plan. I think it's going to be very sudden. This is what they haven't told you, that they want to send you a message. Okay, that they want to send you a message and they want to do something about it, but I don't feel they're going to particularly have a plan. I feel in this situation they might even hit rock bottom with something, that they've got nothing to lose. Okay, because they're going to come back to you, but there will be no plan. They're not going to come back in and say, well, I've got this to offer or I've got that to offer. They're just going to come back in with this declaration of love, telling you that they have literally run off from where they are. Okay, they will cut someone out. Now, this person that you're connected into could have strong air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising. Okay, and they're not always the most emotional of people at the best of times. They were with you a lot of the time, okay? They're quite logical. They could be, you know, someone who writes computer code or engineer or all that kind of thing. They're quite, I don't mean practical as in sort of intellectually very logical, okay? They are good with words. They live a lot in their head, in the mental realm. I think they read a lot. Their weapon of choice is their word. By that I mean that they will either give you the silent treatment or they can just be very, very cutting, and you end up, you know, where you've got someone and you're just playing word games, okay? It's just like word games, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting, but what they're going to do is cut and run from that situation they're in. They're going to cut it off, okay? Now, I feel they're going to have to cut it off because they didn't tell the truth in the first place, okay? They can tell a good story, this person. They can convince, you know, they can convince anyone. You know when you that's saying you could teach Eskimos to sell snow. They are very, very good with their words. And I think on a bad day they're very good at lying with a straight face. Okay? But these people, the ones that they stamped on the gossip by basically telling a pack of lies about what happened and then telling everybody that they had moved on, etc., etc., and that their truth was the truth. They're going to have to leave all these people behind, like a fresh start for you. And I feel that's where I'm getting no plan. That I just feel that you and this person would not settle back down in the area that you were in before. You'd have a fresh new start somewhere, which is fine. You know, it's absolutely fine. Sometimes the past is best left in the past, and sometimes to make a fresh start, you need to move away from the story because to have a successful reconciliation, which is obviously what they want at some point, is to leave the old story behind. If you're continually replaying the old story, or you've got all these other people or people on social media contacts who are still digging, usually because they've got not a lot else to do in their own life, then you might reconcile for a while, but eventually those old stories will end up, as I always say, will just end up right back in your 3D again. Okay, let me just get another couple of cards. Why do they feel guilty, please? What's the guilt about? Thank you. Yeah, they feel guilty because you came off worst in this, all right? They could have tried to control the finances as well. Specifically, if somebody breadcrumbed you, whether it's emotionally, physically, or financially, or you had to beg for something, or you had to plead your case for something that actually legally and quite rightfully was yours, they feel very guilty for that. They feel very, very guilty. I think this person could have had a slight attitude of coming across as, especially with the finances, of being helpful and trying to help you, but actually it was a very subtle form of control. This, I feel you had a conversation with them about at some point. Okay, that you were made to feel that you weren't deserving of things and that you had to keep asking or justifying your actions. Okay, they feel guilty for that. They do feel very, very guilty for that. They feel guilty if you didn't get as much money or you came off worse financially. What else do they feel guilty for? They feel guilty, 5 of Wands. They feel guilty for putting you through it with all these other people. They feel guilty that you had to fight off other people and that you were shamed and blamed, and that they feel guilty for the fight, and they do feel guilty specifically for a financial fight that involved other people. Okay. And if it was in a court of law as well. I just can see the Justice card in my head. Okay, they do feel guilty. They feel guilty for the competition, for making you fight for what was yours. And it was almost like they were involved with other people, other situations, that almost like they would fight for, but they weren't willing to fight for you. And when you wanted something, you had to fight for it. Right, okay, let's have a couple of cards for you and then we'll see what they're going to do. Couple of cards, please. Tick-tock. In between worlds, yeah. You need to decide now, during this time, what you want. Really get clear on what is important to you. You're kind of getting through the darkness of this ending. You're stepping out into better days. You've still got one foot in the past, but you've also now got one foot in the present. You're not quite sure where you're going, I'm hearing. You're not quite sure how or when, but I do feel on certain days you feel more positive, like a bubble of energy, I'm hearing to say. You're not quite sure what's causing it, okay? These messages are, don't waste time in your beautiful, precious energy, because your energy is your currency, okay? And your energy is yours. And I always say this, anyone who has access to your energy is blessed, okay? Anybody who has access to your energy is blessed. And these two cards are telling me to say to you, this relationship ending is now about you deciding where to put your time and energy. Okay? Where to put your time and energy. The ending of this, extremely painful, has almost triggered you to realise just what you deserve, especially with that Six of Pentacles, that you don't need to be controlled. You don't need to be asking for things that are by your divine birthright yours anyway. Okay? Yeah, you've been doing a lot of thinking, not just about the ending, but I do feel you've got a different energy. It's not every day. I feel you kind of a little bit in the middle, okay? But I do feel you've got a different energy coming in. Yeah, you're being asked now just to observe. Remember, you're the observer. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your emotions. You are source energy. That's all any of us are, energy in a human body. Energy is eternal, okay? Energy doesn't go away. It moves into a different thing, okay? That's the easiest way today of explaining it. But you're just being asked to observe your thoughts and to realise that, and this is interesting because this card to me means that words can hurt and cut. And earlier on, I do see that this person was a damn good with their words, you know, knew how to make you feel like crap in about 5 seconds. Even though you knew it wasn't true, they were persistent and possibly a form of control, okay? You're being asked just to observe it, okay? Be neutral, don't react. It's not you, you're not your human body, you're not your thoughts, you're not these words. You are unconditional love, you are source, and you are worthy, okay? Absolutely, totally and utterly worthy. But bottom of the deck, this is an unfinished symphony, okay? I do see them coming back in, but I feel it will be on a different level. That's why there's no plan, okay? I think this person is going to be willing to put the building blocks in, yeah. Now, to put these building blocks in, they're going to leave wherever they are. It's going to be, you know, when it looks like everything collapses before it can be rebuilt, they are going to pull the tower down, as we say in tarot, wherever they are, very suddenly, very unexpectedly, so they can come in and they can build a strong foundation for you in the hope of a reconciliation. That foundation won't be there when they come in though. So that is for you now, you know, you get to choose whether to do this or not, okay? For them to break free because of all the things I've said earlier, they are going to have to just walk away. They're going to hit rock bottom where the tower just comes down and they don't care. And they just leave. They just move. They just go, all right? Because they love you very much. It is a soul tie. And they will be called back to you. I honestly feel today that whoever this is for, that this will work this time round. And I don't always say that, but I do feel it'll work this time round because they had lessons to learn. And financially, it's all going to go to doodah. You know, people are not going to be very happy with them. And they are going, because they want you so much, that's what I'm hearing, they're going to put their trust and faith and their soul into your relationship, okay? They're going to put their trust, their faith and their soul into it. Let's just have one of these. I know I messed up everything. I wonder if you're happy without me. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Yeah. I don't know why this is calling me, this deck. Why? What message have I got? I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. Yeah, that's what's been holding this up, you see. They do live in their head a lot, this person. I do think they've got a lot of air energy in them. But they've been trying to clear their head. They're trying to do it logically, but in the end, the heart always wins. All right, the soul, your higher self, the plan you made before we reincarnate, whatever's going on here, they're trying to clear their head. But what will happen is they will get to rock bottom where they realise that there's no logic, no thinking, no planning that is ever going to sort this out. They will end the situation. The tower will come down. They will cut and run without a plan, except for their heart and soul. Okay, so that's a nice reading for somebody. But the top one, I know that we have a soul connection. So let's have a look at the bottom card. I can't go another day without you. Yeah, that's it. That they'll just wake up one morning. Something will trigger them, and they won't give a damn what they leave behind. They won't care. Because they know, because they know they can't live another day without you. And the pull of you, the heart, you see, energy, that's all we are. The pull of your energy and the pull of that will override any logic. Any logic. It will just be, I can hear a song, it might be the Box Tops, it's a really old song. Gosh, you're going to have to help me out again. I had a letter from a baby or something. I don't know, I can hear it. I think it's the Box Tops. It's an old song, maybe a 1960s song. You know, my baby wrote me a letter, I'm going home, I'm on my way, and that's it. That is what's happening here. So, love you all. Remember, you get to choose, okay, if this isn't what you want, change the story. Alright, you choose what you want, you create what you want, but this energy is here. So, love you all, take care, bye.